This practice builds foundational strength. It focuses on the functional four. So you're going to do push, pull, squat, and lunge. And even the things that seem like they're not in that category, for example, bridging, prepares your body for squats and lunges. Here are your props: 1 cork block, 2 lighter hand weights, 1 heavier hand weight, a fabric resistance band for your thighs, and a rubber resistance band for your forearms. We're going to begin with a releasing pose. Lay down, slide a block underneath your sacrum, and take your legs up in the air. Releasing poses reset the nervous system. It's also like shaking the Etch-a-Sketch of your body, so you begin with a clean slate. And when your nervous system and body is more receptive, the work that you do makes a deeper, more longer lasting impression. A few more rounds of breathing here. And start to breathe in through your nose and out through pursed lips like you're breathing through a straw. This will turn on the diaphragm and your upper abdominals. 2 more rounds. One more. And then bend your knees deeply. Place your feet on the floor one at a time. Drive your heels down, lift your hips up, remove the block and lower. And then once your hips are down, place the block underneath your occipital ridge and place your hands on your lower ribs. Return to that breathing technique. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through pursed lips like you're breathing through a straw. 2 more like that. With the inhale, you want to feel the ribs expand in all directions. And then exhale, especially the front ribs come in and down. And there's this sense of corseting the core, pelvic floor lifts up. Do 1 more. Inhale. Slow, steady exhale. Now, same thing with your knees up, shins up. Long inhale through your nose. Flex your feet, reach through the heels. Strong exhale through pursed lips. And as you're reaching through the heels, you want to feel the backs of your legs tone a little bit. Do 1 more here. Adding on, inhale through your nose. Exhale, and you're going to move your right heel to the floor, maybe 2/3 of the way. Maybe it actually taps, but only go as far as you can keep the belly down, ribs in and down. And then inhale, bring the right leg back up. And exhale, tap the right heel down. 3 more for a total of 5. Inhale. Corset the core as you exhale. Last 2. Use your full exhale to descend. And 1 more. You have the most core connection during your exhale, especially when you're using the pursed lips. Left side, inhale through your nose. Exhale, left heel moves down as far as you can keep belly down, ribs in and down. And ribs in and down means the back ribs are glued to the floor. When you bring the leg back up, you can lightly curl your sitting bones to the backs of the knees. 3 more. Keep your chin down so the deep neck flexors stay on. 1 more. Now, keep your knees up, shins up. Grab your resistance band, and it goes on your forearms. Press lightly out into the band. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, lift your chest up, head up. 2 more like that. Inhale. Keep the position of your head the same. Even as you exhale, lift chest up, head up. So there's no lifting or lowering of the chin. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, the block behind your head helps you lower down lightly, which keeps the upper abdominals on. Take an inhale. Now, move your right leg about 2/3 of the way to the floor. Keep it there. And then exhale, chest up, head up, reach towards the left leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Belly down, ribs in and down the whole time. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Change the legs. Left leg moves away. Stay there. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift chest up, head up, reach towards right leg. Inhale, lower down, keep belly down, ribs in and down. Exhale, lift again. One more, inhale and exhale. Oh, it gets spicy fast. Knees into your chest and rock a little bit side to side. And even here, resist arching your lower back. You want to keep the core engaged and keep the stacking of rib cage and pelvis. Next, remove the band from your forearms. And you're going to put the fabric band on your thighs. And you're going to remove the block from underneath your head. Start with your hands and fists and place them by your outer hips. Press your heels down, lift the ball of your feet up, and then it's like you're dragging your heels back to engage your hamstrings. And then lift the pelvis up. You want this to feel more like a planky bridge, so you're not going to use the flexibility of your lower back, you're using the strength of your legs. And then don't lift your right foot yet, but imagine you're going to. And you push more and more through left heel, right leg gets lighter and lighter, and then change. Press the right heel down. Imagine you're going to lift the left foot. It can get very interesting. And then both heels press down again. Pull the heels back. And then with your next exhale, roll down upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum last and light. So you're going to keep your whole back on the floor. No arching, no lifting of lower ribs or lower back. Here we go again. Press the heels down. Press the inner heel as much as the outer heel and lift up with an exhale. And then this time you're actually going to hover the right heel off the floor. And then you're going to tap 3 to 5 times. Make the movement as small as possible. The band is helpful for that. Small muscles require small movement. And then change sides. And we're looking to get into all the stabilizers here, which is also why it's really, really, really hard. And then both heels down, lift your hips up without arching your back. And then roll down slow and steady. And you're not aggressively pushing your lower back into the floor. I know I have a tendency to do that. But you're just articulating the spine. And then you keep everything flush against the floor. Okay, now we're going to add the arms back in. Grab your resistance band and place it on your forearms again. This is where our push-pull work begins. You're going to press the hands out, forearms into the band, and then you're going to bend the elbows so that they glaze or graze your ribs. And then you're going to exhale, re-straighten the arms. Do that 4 more times. Inhale when you bend. Exhale, core to the core, straighten. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. One more. And don't straighten the elbows all the way, especially if you have a tendency to hyperextend or you know you have joint laxity. Okay, now arms stay up, and you're going to take the arms closer to your ears and then bend your elbows as if your fingertips are going to touch the floor above your head. Keep pressing your forearms out into the band and then re-straighten. These should be extra spicy, so we're just going to do 3. Inhale when you bend. Use your core. Exhale, straighten. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Now, if you only have a band, stick with the band. If you have hand weights, you're going to grab those. Reach your arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, pause. And then with power, exhale, straighten the arms. Keep going. Inhale when you bend. Exhale when you straighten. We're going to add the legs. Inhale when you bend. Exhale, drive the heels down, lift the hips up. Keep going. A few more. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. 2 more. One more. Now lower down and then re-straighten the arms. Bring the weights together. Again, take the arms by your face, only as far as you can keep belly down, ribs in and down like the core work. Everything's based on that core work. And then you're going to bend your elbows again like you're going to touch the weights above your head. And then exhale, re-straighten. 4 more. Inhale when you bend. I find this easier than the band. Exhale when you straighten. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, weights off to the side. Make your way onto hands and knees. On hands and knees, place the band on your forearms again. We're going to do cat and cow, and you're going to press out into the band as you extend your chest forward, and then exhale, belly up, ribs in and up. You can roll onto fingertips, really work your core. Keep going. 3 more. Inhale. Long, strong exhale. 2 more. 1 more. And then make your way down onto your belly and your forearms for Sphinx. Similar but different, pull the chest forward, hover your elbows off the floor, and then exhale, elbows down, forearms down, belly up, ribs in and up, but keep your thighs down for now. Keep going. Inhale, pull the chest forward. You're pressing out into the band. Exhale, course at the core, push the floor away. 1 more, and then we're going to add on. Here comes the add-on. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, forearms down. You're going to lift the thighs up and come onto your knees. It's going to ask for more out of your upper back. Keep the core going. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, belly up, ribs in and up. You push the floor away and lift up onto forearms and knees. 1 more like this. Adding on again, we'll go to forearm plank. Inhale to Sphinx. Exhale, curl the toes under, push back through your heels, belly up, ribs in and up, push the floor away. And then just 2 more. Inhale to Sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. Last one. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. And then come back onto your belly. Make your way onto hands and knees. Putting all of that arm strength to work, plant your hands, walk your knees back, and then course at the core and move your pelvis forward without losing your core or dropping your ribs. Take an inhale here. We're going to do 3 half chaturangas. Exhale, bend the elbows and lower, and then inhale, re-straighten. 2 more. And then downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Place the band on your feet. Bend your knees, lift your torso up so it's parallel to the floor. And here's another row for you. You're going to pull the elbows again. They graze your ribs. And then release slowly. Don't let the elbows straighten all the way. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release with tension. And exhale, pull. 2 more. One more. And then take the band off your feet. Come up to standing. Place the band back on your forearms. Home stretch with the band work. Again, press your forearms out into the band. You're going to bend your elbows, bend your knees. This is your inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs with strength, and the arms straighten and they go by your ears-ish. Keep going. Inhale when you bend. Exhale, straighten. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now, you can always keep going with the band or grab your lighter hand weights and similar setup. Weights are about shoulder height, elbows bent. Inhale here, do just the arms for a few rounds. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend the elbows slowly with control, with steadiness in the core of the body. And then exhale, straighten. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Add the squat. Bend your knees. Bend your elbows. This is your inhale. Exhale. Drive the heels down. Tone at the folds of your buttocks, the hamstring sitting bone connection. Keep going. Inhale. Bend the elbows. Bend the knees. Exhale, drive the heels down, course at the core, press the arms up from the power of your core. Shoulder blades stay on your rib cage. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more. Okay, now bring your hands in front of your thighs. Knuckles are facing your thighs. Roll down your legs and then make your way to downward facing dog. I recommend continuing to hold the weights. From here, inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, bend your knees. Let your knees touch down lightly and then lower your chest part way. Inhale, scoop the chest up. You can do an up dog with knees down or knees up. And then exhale back to down dog. A little bit more rowing. Come on to hands and knees. Slide the weights back so they're directly underneath your shoulders. And then you're going to inhale, pull the right arm up. And then exhale, release it slowly. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. A few more. One more. And then change. If at any point in time you feel like you need a heavier weight, feel free to grab it. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. So you want to exhale slowly, release the arms slowly, increasing the time under tension. And especially for long-term yogis, watch the elbows. Last one or two. And then back to downward facing dog, hands wrapped around the weights. We're going to do one full vinyasa. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, bend your knees, maybe bend your elbows. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Walk your feet up to your hands. We're going to do a Romanian deadlift, ugly forward bend-ish. You're going to take an inhale, the knuckles are facing your legs, and then exhale, come up. Excellent. From here, hand weights off to the side. Grab your heavier weight, and we're going to do a goblet squat. So you're going to be holding the weight in your fingers. Elbows are going to clamp in. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten your legs with strength. 4 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Weight off to the side for now. Remove the band and we're going to move into our lunges. Lunges are single leg, so they're considered more advanced in terms of movement science. You're going to make one hand into a fist, other hand goes over that hand. Stand at the top of your mat, bend your knees so you're in a mini Utkatasana. Step the left foot back so you're in a 90-90 lunge. Both knees are bent. You're going to inhale here. Exhale, lower slowly. Maybe knee touches down or hovers. Take an inhale. And then exhale, straighten. You're going to change up the breathing pattern a little bit. Inhale when you bend. Exhale when you straighten. If you need a little more time, you can always go back to that slower pattern. Only bend the knees as much as you can get back up smoothly. One more here. And then step up, step back, change sides. First one slow, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pause. Drive through the heels, sitting bones are grounded, shoulder blades on rib cage, occipital ridge is aligned. Very good. And then inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Use your core. Use your bony landmarks. 1 more. Similar but different. We're going to step up, step back. You're going to inhale, step back and bend. Exhale, step up. And then same leg, inhale. Exhale. 1 more like this. Second side. 2 more. 1 more. Now we're going to repeat those lunges, and you can continue without weights. You can use a light hand weight or a heavier weight in that goblet squat hold. Let's start with the up and down. Left foot goes back. Inhale when you bend. Exhale when you straighten. 4 more. Stay aware of your heels, your sitting bones, your shoulder blades, your skull. Use your breathing to activate your deep core. After 5, change sides. Inhale when you bend. Exhale when you straighten. You want your rib cage and pelvis to stay aligned. Otherwise, your respiratory diaphragm and pelvic floor can't talk. And that's when you get wobbly in the core of your body. And then something starts talking. Your low back, your shoulders, your neck. After 5, step up. Spicy, here we come. Inhale, step back and bend. Exhale, step up. 2 more. 1 more. Change. Last thing, you're going to take your weight. I'm going to hold it like this. Arms go overhead. Bend the elbows. Keep the forearms, they're parallel to the floor. I'm going to kneel so you can see me, but you should stay standing. And then exhale, press the arms up. Keep belly back, ribs in and back. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Now weight off to the side. Come to standing. 1 hand on your chest, 1 hand on your lower ribs. Feel your body. Notice if you feel strong, steady, stable. If you felt muscles during this practice that you don't feel during yoga asana. If things were clearer, like the bony landmarks. It's a different style of moving and breathing. And if you're hungry for more, you can do a few more sets of those lunges, or instead of stepping up, stepping back 3 times, do 5 or 8. And if you wanted to play a little bit, do a sun salute or 3, maybe warrior 1 or high lunge or headstand or handstand, and notice what strength building does for your body. Thank you for being here. Thank you for practicing.